Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel. We're back with another Upland video, and today we're talking a little bit about the Thrifty Trader in Portland. In Porto. I have been doing pretty well in the Thrifty Trader there, and we're going to talk about a little bit about how I did that and how you can move up the leaderboard, but it takes some planning and some discipline, because once you kind of get behind the eight ball, it's really hard to get back up the way they have it set up. Now, we love the likes, love the shares, love the comments. Keep those coming. I have a real estate channel as well, Mark Ferguson, Invest for More, with lots of information on our flips, rentals, businesses, all that great stuff. And here we are looking at Porto right now, and I have not looked at the leaderboard this morning. So I'm curious to see where I am. I was second last night. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stay in second, but we'll see if there's any surprises when we look today. I think it ends in an hour and a half, if I remember right. I'm trying to look here at the news and events without looking at the leaderboard here for a second to see when. Oh yeah, cars are on sale today again. There we go. Let's see if this shows the timing without me seeing it. Don't look at the leaderboard. Dang it. How do we not do that? I will. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it ends here in about either half an hour or an hour. I can't remember if it's 8 a.m. Pacific time or 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's 8:30 Mountain time, which is an hour ahead of Pacific time. So we'll see what it is. But I guess let's look and see where I'm at on the leaderboard right now. There I am, second place, with a pretty healthy lead. So that's good to see. So you can see they have lots of different scores here. And I want to check. Oh, 9 a.m. So there's still an hour and a half left. I'm not going to do anything. I don't think there's any way for me to get to first, because I'll explain why. And I don't think there's any way for anybody to catch me. It would take someone who has, let's see, oh, there we go. A real high relative profit, I think. And maybe if that person just bought a bunch of properties, but that would lower that number, I think I'm okay. So let's talk about the leaderboard and how I was able to do this. Last month, or maybe it's 3 weeks ago, they released Porto so soon. I did the Rio Thrifty Trader, and I was in the top 20. And I messed up, made a huge mistake, and dropped all the way down to 198th. But I still got my Block Explorer, but I almost dropped all the way out of it. And there's some really easy mistakes people can make when doing this, and it's very counterintuitive. You wouldn't think this would happen based on the idea of the Thrifty Trader, but the way they have it set up, it does happen. So how does the Thrifty Trader work? All right, they have an efficiency value. So from Tuesday to Friday, they keep track of all your buys and sells in Porto, a specific city. Relative profit score calculates the relative value between the sale price and the 30-day moving average of sale prices in that neighborhood. Relative purchase score calculates the relative value between the purchase price and the 30-day moving average of sales prices in that neighborhood. Trading value, volume of trades executed, trading diversity, number of unique traders that you've traded with. Now, the Thrifty Trader used to be about profit, buying, selling, how much money you made. That doesn't matter at all. Zero of these scores have anything to do with how much money you make, which seems weird because it's a Thrifty Trader where you're supposed to be trading, and usually as a business person myself, I think you want to make money and make a profit. Does not matter in this at all. 0 percentile points go towards profit of yourself. Now, we scroll down here some more. They have the rewards, which are cool to see. First place, 250,000 UPX, 0.4 Spark in a Block Explorer. Second place, which I'm hoping I'm going to get, 150,000 UPX, 0.2 Spark in a Block Explorer. So that'd be cool to get. Now, mitigating fraud, they said they can check out. I want to see, let's see here. There's some more information here. There it is. Okay. Each one of these metrics influences the efficiency value for the duration of the contest. This value is a weighted function of these metrics, with 30% of the score derived from relative profit margin, 30% from relative purchase value, 20% from trading volume, 20% from trading diversity. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how to win the Thrifty Trader because I want to win it too, but I'll give you some hints and some tips on what to do. So first off, let's see here. Here's Porto. Oh, do my daily check-in. I got 0.3 spark on that a couple weeks ago, or 0.03, sorry, not 0.3. That was a nice little bonus. You can see I've bought, if you're following my channel, some properties in this area. Nowhere else. I've sold one property in the Thrifty Trader. That's it. And if you read back there and you realize it doesn't matter what you profit, it only matters what you pay compared to the previous neighborhood average and what you sell compared to the previous neighborhood average. That's all that matters. Now, how I screwed up in Rio was I sold a really cheap property and I forgot I had it for sale. It was at the floor of Rio, and that destroyed my relative profit score. I went from like a 90 to like 60 or something like that. Be very, very careful about selling. Be very, very careful about what you buy. Now, why can't I move up the leaderboard right now? Well, if I buy more properties, right, this volume number will go up. This diversity will go up too if I buy from different people. However, if I buy properties right now, prices in Porto have gone up while the Thrifty Trader is happening because people are trying to buy cheap because that's what you want to do. So the floor keeps raising, and it kind of depends on where you buy as well. I'll give you some more hints and add just a couple neighborhoods here. And we'll see, when this started, I was buying properties around 10,000 in these neighborhoods. Now they're up to 16,000 for the floor. The Thrifty Trader bumps that floor up significantly in certain areas, and that makes it, let's see here. So if I buy in those neighborhoods, which are some neighborhoods you want to buy in, it will jump these two scores up, which are only valued at 20% each, while these are valued at 30% each, but it will drop these scores, at least my buy score. So I'll bump up those, but drop the other one. So it's virtually impossible for me to overcome this much of a difference in scores. If you were real close in here, maybe you could, but with these scores so close, it's really hard to overcome that. Likewise, if I were to sell a property, it would have to be a very, very expensive property, or else that would drop my relative profit score. So once you get locked in, it's hard to change these very much. I have been able to move up from, what was I? I know I was fourth for a while. I know I was third for a while, and I was able to move that up by buying more properties, but they're cheap. Once I got to a certain point, everyone I buy drops my other score, so it's like, do I want to take that risk? I think I'm in pretty good shape right now, and properties are pretty expensive right now. So the way to win the Thrifty Trader, buy cheap and sell high. Not the same properties, right? Doesn't matter what property, doesn't matter if you lose money. You can buy a property for 500,000 UPIX and sell it for 200,000 UPIX, and as long as you bought it before the Thrifty Trader starts and you sold it during the Thrifty Trader, that can massively help your relative profit score based on the neighborhood it's in. Doesn't matter that you lost 300,000 UPIX, not calculated at all. Now, likewise, you could buy a property for 2,000 UPIX before the Thrifty Trader starts and sell that for 30,000 UPIX, and that could actually hurt your relative profit score if it's in a certain neighborhood that's very expensive. Doesn't matter that you made 30 times or 15 times your money or had this huge profit margin. Doesn't matter at all. It's only the buy price or sell price during the Thrifty Trader, not your profit, not what you made, not any of that. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we've got some more time here. They seem to update it about every hour or so, so that's kind of nice. You can refresh it and see if the numbers change any. I did have, let's see here. I did take a screenshot from, this was 3 days ago. Oh yeah, this shows where, that's kind of nice. Get out of here. And this shows you what the scores were 3 days ago. You can see the volume. They had lower volume. That person had higher volume. These scores will change weirdly. Like, they'll drop and raise. It's very strange. I don't know how it's all figured. I had, look at that, 88.7 volume. I had very low volume because I wasn't selling or buying very much. Then we went to diversity, and that person had lower diversity. That person actually had higher diversity. I had low diversity too. So I was able to raise both of these. And if we go to relative buy, you can see they're very similar. This person had a very high relative buy. They still do. It's dropped a little bit. And mine was pretty high. But you can see my relative buy dropped by 1.5% because while I was buying those properties trying to get my diversity and volume up, it dropped my relative buy down. And then if we scroll over here, relative profit, they had a pretty high one, but it's dropped a touch. That person had a very high, or no, that was mine. About here. Okay, so their relative profit dropped down just a little bit, and then my relative profit was 99.10. Now it's 99.05. I haven't sold anything, but like I said, it can fluctuate just a little bit based on, I don't know, other people's score or something. So right now, 98.45. They raised their score by getting a little more diversity, and that's about it. Just that diversity and selling to more people. And I was able to raise my score significantly by trading more and getting more diversity without trying to lower my relative buy too much, if that makes sense. And then this person here, who is actually in the lazy nodes, and we've been talking, so we've been competing with each other, dropped a little bit, and that was because their relative profit score dropped some. I don't know if they sold another property or not, or if that was just a natural drop, but their relative buy dropped a touch. And just in general, the scores usually drop some. And let's see here. Volume actually dropped a little. Diversity dropped a little. So I kind of wonder if they just haven't been buying anything and just been kind of standing pat. And that's dropped a little bit. And you kind of have to keep buying a little bit to keep up with the others buying. That's my theory there. All right. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that gives you some information on how the Thrifty Trader leaderboard works. I'm happier this month because I'm in a good shape. Not going to sell anything. Everything is off the market in Porto. So we'll see how that goes. We'll probably do a Lazy Node contest announcement here today. So if you're interested in joining the Lazy Node contest, getting a community build started on one of your properties in the Lazy Nodes, please stick around. Please subscribe if you have not. Love the likes, love the comments, love the shares. And we'll be back with many more videos coming up here soon.